The Beef and Barnzy Show, brought to you by Bowlersmart.com, trusted by bowlers around the world since 2004. By Lightning Strikes Bowl, home of Bowlers Mart Pro Shop. By Platinum Ford, drive the difference. By Fire Lake Bowling Center, 24 state-of-the-art lanes. By True Grit Coatings, drive on our passion. By Roll to Grip, king of them all. By 900 Global, striking worldwide.
Good morning and welcome back to the Beef and Barnzy Show. Today you have, of course, Beef Stew. He is always here for you, except on Thursday when I won't be, but it's July 4th, so you guys have some holiday or some bullshit. So, oh no, it's only July 3rd, isn't it? Anyway, whatever. I'm going on holiday, so I won't be here on Thursday. So, what is going on, people? The Aggie, nice to see you. Top of the morning to you too, boss. Nico, nice to see you. Morning again. Walker. Gary, morning. Casey, yo, what's going on? Frost, morning. How we doing? I'm doing pretty well. What's everybody's opinion over the new limited drop identity? What we thinking? So far, if you go on the Facebook page, it appears like people don't like the idea of it very much. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. For those of you who haven't seen, Belmo has done, or Storm and Belmo, whatever we want to call it, have done another limited edition ball. The identity, it is the same as the first one, a different color. Looks good. I'm sure it'll sell great. Yeah. Somebody seems a little upset. Somebody says it's a cash grab. Walker says he loves the new identity. Okay. New balls from all the brands. It's Bowl Expo. Yeah, it's Bowl Expo. The Gremlin is named after Simo, isn't it? I don't know about that, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Belmo's into shoot culture. This mirrors that. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, the only problem is shoes appreciate in value and bowling balls don't. So, yeah, that's why it's interesting. I definitely don't know enough about the sales or percentages or any of the rest of it to make comment. We're just here to chat, see what people think. I like the idea of the new identity. Would have liked a little more time separation. Yeah. I guess strike while the iron's hot. I guess the other problem is while technology evolves in bowling, you've kind of got to you've kind of got to like strike while the iron's hot, because like, in a year's time that cover combination might not be the one. Oh, is Belmo got a live stream going on now as well? Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I guess Storm need to know better. This is our time. They should have had us on presenting from Bowl Expo, because that is where Barnes is with Ryan. Looking forward to your video. Just saw Belmo's newest ball. I didn't get one. Chris has already shot the video, but we had a little bit of a cross of wire. Yeah, the wires got crossed a little bit, so we didn't get that video put together yet. So we need to get that done. But hopefully in the next couple of days, next couple of days we should have it up. Chris got home from, I think it was Nationals, and he hurriedly put a video together. Yeah, I don't know if we've got any other balls coming today from Storm or if it's just that one. Did everybody watch my video on the Gremlin yet? What did you think of the POV angle? We've been working on that for a couple of weeks. It seems like overall it's been very well received. I just wondered our most loyal listeners what they thought of it. Did you see it? Did you think it added stuff? For me, I felt like that angle gave me the most the best view of the differences between the balls. We had a few other shots with the attention star, but in the end they didn't really make the cut. So I'm glad you liked it. Good. Yes, exactly, Casey. That's kind of what we were looking for. I was actually a little shocked as to how steady the camera is. Trust me, that is a lot of technology within the camera rather than me being that steady. Yeah. But yes, I felt like it allows you to see a little bit better. It gives you just because of course the problem is when you're behind in the bowling center, you see in 3D, obviously, but on a screen, you obviously only see in 2D. So it's really hard to get that depth perception. And I felt like that view allowed me to have a better view of what the ball was doing. So you could separate the balls a little more. From the flat angle, it really looks like all the balls do really close to the same thing. And in real life, they obviously don't. So yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see. That might end up working out. He might not be able to sell them traditionally, but like selling them online and stuff might be the way forward with those. So yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, we don't mess around here. We don't mess around. No, it's not supposed to be anything like either of those balls. The Gremlin is I mean, I felt like I did a fairly decent job, obviously not, of explaining where it was in the video. Maybe you haven't watched it. For me anyway, it's going to be like a cleaner attention star. Once the attention star gets to be like a little bit too forward down the lane, or it's forcing you into angles you don't really want to play, I really feel like that is where that's 100% where we're going to see the Gremlin come in. We also had two other balls from 900 Global. They're not going to come out for a little bit. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start chatting about Gremlin? I'll bring up my video and we can like kind of chat through it a little bit. Or do you want to chat about Cove and Ember? They've got a little bit of interesting thing with the Cove and the Ember with the weight, with the website where you kind of put on a little bit of your info into the website and it gives you a bit of a generic layout suggestion. I mean, it ain't pretty. I hope it rolls better than it looks. That one doesn't suit my eye. I haven't thrown it yet, but like for me, I feel like it's probably a slightly stronger cover, but of course it's symmetrical. Roger. Okay, let's have a look at. It seems like more people are interested in Gremlin, so we'll have a look at that. Let's let me just pull it up a little bit. Get rid of me bullshitting. I guess we could do it there. So, it won't let me do that. Sorry. All right, we're gonna have to look at it like this a little bit. So Gremlin, 250, 058, 010. So that's kind of like Rondor Core Plus, I guess, would be the best description of that. Do you like this angle, by the way? My editor really likes this angle. I'm still like up in the air about that angle, to be honest. But like this was just a regular house shot. It'd been used a little bit. But I the thing that I liked about it was I felt like it was fairly clean through the front part of the lane. You like that angle? You do? Okay. That's good. I like it. Well, doesn't really matter what I think. Yeah. Okay, Nate. Thank you. I don't know. It depends if the pro shop ordered any. I'd trade something out for it if he has done. But I'm not that worried about it. But this is the thing I liked about this ball. I felt like I could continue to move left and like just slow down a little bit. And because it would get through the front part of the lane enough, it just felt like it would always continue. It didn't feel like it was losing too much energy. So definitely something different. I'm not going to use the phrase must have because clearly you don't have to have any bowling balls. I like seeing multiple angles on the screen slowed down on some shots. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thing is if I do the POV at the same time, I have to show people how I'm doing it. And I don't necessarily want to give that up yet. So yeah, like I say, to me, very clean through the front part of the lane. Very reminiscent of X2, UC2 type balls. It's something that we don't really have right now, which is always useful. Let's see what this looks like. I'll throw the one more shot. There we go. Let me just get towards the end where I do the POV for the people who haven't necessarily seen it. So, this is the shot that we were talking about that some people haven't necessarily seen. It is kind of cool, I think. I wonder sometimes whether do you think that we should zoom in a little bit more on it? It's a hard line because you want to kind of be able to see the whole shot. Here's the attention star, and you can see how much earlier this is. And like chuggy. But yes, I like what I've seen out of it so far. Like I say, where it fits for me is it's going to be underneath like Equinox and Attention Star. Definitely a cleaner cover. When I tried to use it on the Lucy pattern yesterday, it had zero prayer of being in play at the start. There was way too much. There was nowhere near enough friction. So yeah, like I say, I think it's going to be very useful on the transition. What was the question? You said, wait, what? What did I say? I talk a lot. I don't know what I said 2 minutes ago. So what was it that you were confused by? Yeah, I don't know if drone's going to show very much. I've been working on coming up with an idea for this camera angle at the foul line for a while. And I finally found something that I could make work. We did it. We've done a short on it a little bit. No, I just didn't want to show people how I was creating that angle. That's what I was talking about. Because I've seen some people try it with the glasses. And of course, the problem with the glasses for me is if I look down, you won't see the ball motion until I look up. So, and also I feel like the glasses, the resolution isn't very good. So we didn't do it that way. What's up, Adam? Nice to see you. But drones, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess. I'm back. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Yeah, that's what happens when you click the wrong part of the mouse. Just ignore that. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Yeah, I've watched a couple of videos. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can we can mess around with it. I'm back. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. It was just a slip of my thumb. I hit the back button on my mouse. We're okay. Everything's fine. We're safe. All right. Let's have a little look at Ryan's video. Let me just find it now. Yeah, there it is. All right. Let's see what Boy Wonder has to say about these balls.
A little ember. Brand new 1-2 punch. We're just going to right into it. This one's going to be a big ball. Your first ball out. It comes at 4,000 grit. It's the RB85 hybrid reactive cover. Brand new cover. I've
see what
a little bit already.
Let's see what we got, Ryan. He's thrown it already, but he wasn't lined up.
It's going to be your big ball. I would say it's pretty similar to phase 2. Also, I got both these Louisville. They hooked pretty early here. So I'd like to see the ember outshine the cove in this building because of how early the friction is here. But the cove is still going to be great.
I guess we're not going to hear the audio from Ryan. He's basically saying, I can't make this ball strike here because Louisville has too much friction for this ball. I mean, that was pretty disgusting, that messenger. So that's what he's saying. He's saying that there's too much friction at Louisville for that option. Let's see what he does when he the cove is ugly. Yes, I definitely think that it is ugly. Let's see if he gets into the ember. We got another couple of shots with the cove, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Ryan sort of decided that this cove fits in kind of phase 2 scenario.
I would say it's pretty similar to the phase 2, I want to say.
There you go.
But yeah, let's just go ahead and throw the ember for a shot or two. Throw it from the same spot. Hopefully it really shows us how early the other one's hooked in.
For those of you who can't hear, he said he's going from the same spot.
So, pretty clear. Ember's going to be way more responsive, way cleaner. Perfect for when the cove starts to really hook a little in the front. You're going to
Okay, I'm going to translate, Ryan. I didn't get lined up at all with either of these balls. I don't actually have any idea what they do, but we're doing a video live, and let's go. So you're getting like kind of the raw, uncut version of a ball review here. Let's see if he gets lined up with this Ember. From what I've spoken to Ryan, I think he likes the Ember better of the two. It's cleaner cover, probably makes a bit more sense for Ryan. I would think overall that for Ryan, he's probably going to be in an asymmetrical ball. Hey Marshall, what's going on? When he would throw the cove. Yeah, but I mean, I'm only teasing him, but like we've all been there with these ball reviews. It's like it's that fine line of kind of getting a real reaction and like kind of learning on the spot. I mean, that's pretty disgusting what he can get that thing to do. And being lined up so you don't throw every shot like shit. So it like I say, it's a pretty difficult. It's a fine line between keeping it real, so to speak, and being prepared. Yeah, the Ember does look really good for Ryan. Just what he needed, another ball that looks really good for him. But I mean, like, I don't think this cove looks that bad for him either. Like you said, at this place in Louisville, where there's a bit more friction, it doesn't look like this lane's particularly fresh either. But just looking at this, do you not think the Ember looks a little bit like the Hyperdrive color-wise? I hadn't really noticed till Ryan was just holding it then. I think they look kind of similar. God damn, he's getting that a long way right, isn't he? This is the first time I've had watching this video, so yeah. If you haven't, go over to Ryan's channel, which is Barnzy Bowling, or yeah, Barnzy Bowling if you Google that, and you can click on his. I think he bowled 300 in a 2-2 last week. So, all right, Ryan, let's see. Let's just throw a shot with the cove, mate. People haven't come here to watch your chat. They've watched you to come watch you bowl. So he's going straighter, heater. Well, he's way better at changing to the heater than I am in my videos. He didn't 2-pin. Are you going to go straight with this one as well? This could be interesting. This could be 7 from a light hit or 7 through the face. Well, I was pretty close with the 7 then. All right. This is what Roddy said to check out. These are just some shots that he recorded before they started, which of course Ryan went high flush every shot. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. His lane level looks way more interesting because his ball's spinning about twice as fast as mine. All right, let's get back to the show. All right. So far we have the Ember, the Cove. I think they're coming out towards the end of August. So we have those two. We have the July 18th for the Gremlin. We have got Identity coming out today. So yeah. Anybody got any more questions? I've got a couple here. Henry, you got Ice, Pitch Black, Magic Gem, Optimum Idol, XL, Iron Pro, Zen 25. Jesus Christ, you got low balls. 15 miles an hour. What two should I cut for my nationals bag? Well, I wouldn't take Magic Gem and the XL. I would take one of those two. So it kind of depends which one you like the best. And I probably, with your lower speed, I'd probably only take one of the Optimum Idol and the Ion Pro. So one of those two would be, one of each of those two groups would be where I would. Ember looks like the TNT infused. Yeah, I guess it does a little bit. I think that's what happens when there are so many balls. It's kind of difficult to come up with unique colorways. I don't know Harney shit. Not really on topic, but Stu, do you know any better bowlers that has come back from a torn bicep? Unfortunately, tore mine last week. Unfortunately, I don't really. I probably do know someone. I just don't know that they had that injury, if that makes sense. But yeah, T's and P's. Hopefully it goes well for you. Take it easy. And whenever people have those shoulder injuries or the biceps and stuff, try starting off with like a lighter ball to come back into it. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Yeah. I didn't have very much choice because Josie isn't getting there till Friday night. So we ended up being on Saturday. We were on Friday last year, so kind of I don't have a strong preference. I only have a strong preference after we're done and 25 teams make it from one squad or whatever. Usually it ends up being fairly even. Yes. Yeah. That's nice. I love Pete. He's a good dude. Viper on low friction. You're gonna need smooth. So things like Ion Max might be okay, especially if you got a little bit more speed. Phase 2, urethane can be an option. Really gotta kind of get the ball rolling as soon as you can off your hand. You don't really want too much axis rotation. But yes, they are the keys. They are the keys to it. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know whether we're gonna get Ember and Cove for ball videos. We didn't get them sent originally. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But given the landscape of YouTube and everything else, even though that ball comes out in August, if there are a decent amount of videos kicking around with those balls, we probably won't do reviews of those balls just because it doesn't really make sense. Once YouTube is kind of cluttered with videos of balls, it kind of becomes, it kind of just becomes meh. Like nobody really cares about the videos, to be honest. But yeah, that's kind of the issue. I wish 900 Global would get a bit more of a lineup. Favorite Esprian bowl, and they don't have much. Yeah, they don't have as many balls. Heard there might be new storm announcement tomorrow from Expo. I don't know. I think they had their announcement day today. They were announcing something new every hour. Or something like that. Let me have a look. Oh, there it is. Storm bowling. Announcement number 5. So that was a new identity. So the next one is at 12 o'clock at the end of the show. That's number 4. So yeah, we will see. We will see what's going on. I don't know what they are. So yeah. Sorry. Tips on cheat are not really a Euro thing, guy, but I have a purple hammer. Yeah, I mean, dying here. But I have a purple hammer, 16 mile an hour, up, and then stroker. Yeah, I mean, like for cheater, it's a bit kind of what we're talking about that Viper. It's going to be using bowling balls that are smoother, and then once the pattern transitions, then you can get to those quicker balls and have a little bit more angle, a bit more rotation. Don't be afraid to use really strong balls on cheater because there's a lot of oil in the front part of the lane on cheater. So you can get away with using something, like a Hyperdrive or an Ion Max or Origin EX, kind of like trying to get the ball to make that one move, but like earlier on, kind of really close to the end of the pattern. On shorter patterns, the closer you can get your break point to the end of the pattern, yeah, the better, I guess, is the best way of putting it. Once you start to get the ball going way past the end of the pattern on that sort of type of on that oil profile, then you're going to really struggle to control it unless the lanes are really broken down. I like how 900 Global starts 900 Global Arsenal stacks up. Yeah, I mean, it's not it. Like, I understand what they're saying. They don't have that many options. Global is kind of like they are pushing the, we don't have many options, but they're all good type of vibe. And that is, like I say, that's totally fine. It's a different way of doing it, but I can also understand, people are disappointed that they don't have more options. Yeah. Anyway, I am not going to take up much more of your time. If you have any more questions, fire them in. Yeah, and I'll answer them. But there's a lot going on across all the platforms today, so I appreciate you guys joining me. Does Breakpoint equate to the Baker box? Yeah, somewhat. Breakpoint is the furthest right or left, depending on whether you're right or left-handed, the ball gets. So that's what your break point is. It's just think about it like that. The furthest point right that your ball gets for a right-hander. So that break point could be, 35 feet is the furthest right it gets, or it could be like 43 feet is the furthest right it gets. So Mike says he doesn't like the shelf appeal. Yeah, I mean, put it next to the Origin EX, it might have some. Yeah, Barnes won last week. Yes, he did. That was a relief for Chris. My man had an interesting route those first 3 or 4 frames. Looked like he was going to bowl 300. He looked like Woody Harrelson in Kingpin when he walks into the stadium to start with. He was bopping. He was super happy. Then we had the drive-by on the head pin. Yes, it didn't work out so good. But he managed to compose himself, have a good finish, got the strike in the 10th to win, which is always fun. And yeah, congrats to him. Title number 7, I believe. Yeah. Not much from me unless you got tips on switching to bowling left-handed. I mean, just look at lefties. It can't be that hard to bowl left-handed. What's your opinion about AI versus non-AI balls? I think that the AI balls transition a little earlier, so you just have to be a little bit aware of that. For me, when I first made the change, I struggled a little bit, but now it's all relative because almost all of the balls have got AI in them. So it's like all relative to your arsenal. I think that high road has been a nice addition without the AI. So I've definitely enjoyed that as a new option. And as Chris made it plain on that video that Storm was showing, yes, that one is a banger for me, and it seems like it is for him too. So that's a rarity when me and Chris definitely agree. Hey, Joan. Yeah, the new super, it is a new super regional coming up in Lubbock in 2 weeks or a week and a half. $7,000 on top, $1,500 for the top 8. Another great prize fund in Lubbock. So if you are within somewhat driving distance, you should get over there. It's like I say, the prize funds in Lubbock have been fantastic. So shout out to Joan for trying to sort out some hotels for us. Also appreciate you very much. So yeah, check that out. And it's, if you're going to bowl regional, this is a very good one to bowl. Daisy, it wasn't fun for me. It looked like you had a pretty good time. Incredible finish, bro. Super. I felt like you had the wrong ball for the majority of that game. Like you needed something a little cleaner. And then for you to find those 4 strikes with kind of a bad ball motion was very impressive. Yeah, very impressive. But, you know, that guy Barnes is a pain in the ass. I guess he's been a pain in the ass for you for about 35 years. So you kind of knew what you were signing up to with that final. Yes. Like the Rubicon was good, and then you had the UC2. This is going to be like Gremlin is like a slightly stronger UC2, in my opinion. So yeah, I could see it being a good transition ball. It's definitely not going to be a good fresh ball, the Gremlin. It's definitely much more for transition. Yeah. Going to nationals in 2 weeks, was told urethane and not in play, was told solid hybrid balls is the play. Yeah, I mean, for me, there is too many speed bumps on the team pattern to use urethane. I feel like if you miss right with the urethane, it has no chance. I think that, me personally, if I was to do it again, I would play further left on the team pattern than I did to get away from that spot to the right. I think once you can get deeper into the lane, the better. You just got to embrace the friction a little bit and roll it. But that's not exactly super easy for everybody. But yes, a little bit of surface, kind of smoother balls. And then on the doubles and singles, for me, the pattern's very similar to last year. I'm sure you can use urethane on it. I just don't like doing that when you're bowling 6 games. I think it's very easy to fuck the lanes up. And then you've got to kind of suffer the consequences of that in your singles. Origin EX has been sneaky good. Yeah, a few people have definitely had success with it for sure. I think the ladies are going to drill a shit ton of these Gremlins in Green Bay. Decent amount of friction in Green Bay as well. So I could see a bunch of the Gremlins getting drilled. Barnes is my kryptonite. I think he's everybody's kryptonite. Like, at some point, I mean, that guy makes so many finals that everybody's lost to Chris Barnes at some point. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I know that you had other choices today. So I do appreciate you. I don't think we're going to have a show on Thursday. I am going, we're going on a bit of a road trip that's going to include me bowling the LBC on Saturday. So, I will be back, probably not till next Thursday. So, don't know what Barnzy's schedule is, but you might see him and Ryan, do a show next week, depending. Thanks as ever for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks to the guys who've watched that video. We will continue to incorporate that POV view. Yeah. Right now it'll probably only be me, but we will try and figure out getting Chris doing it as well at some point. But please support the sponsors that support us. They are Storm, Rotogrip, 900 Global, Turbo, Coolwick, Bowlers Mart, Fire Lake Bowling Center, Platinum Ford, and of course, our buddy Robert Eddy down at Lightning Strikes. Thank you for watching. It is a fun time of the year, Bowl Expo. I miss going. I miss seeing all the people. I hope you're having a good time. I will see you next week sometime. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.